Okay, second video for the day because I just got my hair done and I wanted to show off. I got some highlights and got it cut. I think it looks pretty good. So I wanted to respond to a couple comments that I got, and the first one is from a guy from Great Britain. He said, "I'm a dude from Great Britain. I understand why you need guns, but I don't understand it when I've heard Americans say guns are to protect us from a tyrannical government. Can you please explain? Cheers." Which I'm more than happy to explain that. So I will share my response that I wrote to him. Sure. If the government is the only one allowed to have guns, then they have a monopoly on force. This is fine if your government is actually protecting you and allowing your freedoms. If the government is doing their job, then they will only target people who are detrimental to society, usually based on the laws of the land. Now picture this. You have a government that is not working well. Individuals that want power and glory and wealth are in power, and they only care about themselves. They view the citizens of their country more as cattle for their own goals rather than doing their jobs and protecting their people. So, these individuals who are running the government are corrupt, making the government corrupt. And now they are the only people allowed to use force. They are already malicious, but instead of being restrained by the threat of rebellion, they know their cattle have no guns and cannot defend themselves. This gives the now corrupt government freedom to do anything it wants to do to the citizens it is failing to protect. Things that are corrupt tend to get worse. They grab for more power until the point where they will kill anyone who speaks out against them, and nothing can be done to protect yourself because the government has the monopoly on force. This is exactly what happened to Jesus during the time of the Roman Empire. Things were so corrupt that a man who did nothing but speak was beaten to a bloody pulp to the point where his veins were showing, and he had lost a significant amount of blood. He then had to carry his cross to the place of his crucifixion. One example of a corrupt government with a big monopoly on force. Now picture that those same people who are corrupt are in power, but the government does not have the monopoly on force. Instead, like here in the US, what if half of your people own at least one gun and others own multiple guns? That is a lot of guns. It's a lot harder to kill your citizens in a corrupt and malicious manner if the government knows that at least half of your neighbors have guns and there's a 50-50 chance that you will have a gun. Furthermore, this is why the U.S. has never had a land invasion. It would be completely impractical because the invading army would not just have our army to deal with, but the millions of Americans that have guns in their homes. They would have to beat them too. At a certain point, if your population is too well armed, it's just not worth the hassle to try to oppress them too much. Even here, though, the government is still corrupt and oppresses us. They try on a regular basis to take our guns. They spy on us. They steal our resources. They force us into the draft. They pass welfare laws that destroy society. They do a lot to harm us. What they can't do is come into our homes and kill us without a fight. They can't become so oppressive, or at least do it so quickly that we notice and decide to overthrow them. Governments are meant to work for the people, not the other way around. I hope this helps. Alright, so that was my response to that. So I found that very fascinating to respond to. And then I have this other guy who responded to the same video, which this guy is just a fucking moron. So, I mean, you know, there's that one. And he said his name, the name he's choosing to go by, and you can tell what type of retard he is by what he's going by. He's going by the name Adolf Hitler. Like, come on, you idiot. So anyway, Adolf Hitler says, "The Jews control 100% of America. Watch every war is Banker's War on YouTube." And I'm just like, I know. I am a Jew. And then he responds again, "Sophia Christine, and you like what's happening to your country, America? You like living with crime and blacks everywhere? God damn it, you fucking idiot. Also, there's this amazing channel by a half-Jewish guy in Quebec. It's called Jews for Hit-ler. I can't post links because it's in limited state. But the communism versus national video is... He literally put little OK symbols, like little hand symbols. I don't even know how he fucking did that. He must have like a phone or something he's posting from. That's the only thing I can fucking imagine. And also, how a Jew became a Nazi. That's another video apparently I'm supposed to watch. Because I told him I was a Jew. By the way, I have this fantasy that I'm part Jewish, but I have no fucking clue if it's true. So, that's not something I even want to really claim. The rest is extremely interesting, but you need to be in a calm, open-minded state. I highly recommend you watch the Holocaust, Shifting the Blame too. It's like, dude, no, that's what you're doing. You're like, oh, 4 million Jews got killed? Let's not blame the people responsible for that. Like, at all. And then he goes, before I scare you off, Nazi is not what we have been programmed to think. It's like, dude, Nazi stands for National Socialism. Like, socialism is commie light. You're basically saying, communism versus commie light. Go fuck yourself. I don't want socialism here, you motherfucker son of a bitch. Communism is a fascistic government. So is Nazism. They're both fucking terrible. They both lead to the slaughter of millions of people. Like, there's no winning with either Nazism or communism. Like, and the reason why Nazism fails happens to be the socialistic, fascistic part of it. The same reasons why communism fails is the same reason that Nazism fails. Nazism is based off of identity politics as too. So here's my response to him, and I just go, no one wants to fuck you. And I don't either. I might be a blonde hair Aryan goddess, or I might be a dirty Jew. I just don't give a fuck. I get it, man, you're a racist. I don't think you understand my views on race. But I don't actually think the group someone belongs to in terms of genetics is as important as who they are as a person. You're a fucking idiot for buying the identity politics bullshit. You're the same side of the same damn coin of the people you probably claim to hate, which I looked at his comment a little closer, which, yeah, the commies. You're exactly the fucking same as the commies. I hope you understand that, you stupid son of a bitch. You're exactly the same. Now, if you want to grow up and become a real boy, read the damn Bible, stop following other people, and act like a goddamn man. Take responsibility for yourself and stop blaming others. As for America, get the fuck out, you dirty bastard. And, yeah. Like, seriously, Hitler, stop commenting on my videos, otherwise I'm just gonna keep fucking with you. Yep. So, I hope that makes you happy that I gave you some attention. You are a terrible person and a fucking moron. And I hope that you realize how much of a retard you are. And I hope you have a good day.